Hi guys, and welcome to the Sideline Show. I'm Bruce McLean, and I'm joined with Matthew Nessel. And today we're going to start off our discussion talking about last night's Game 1 between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. You want to do a quick recap of the game?
Yeah, great game. Came down to the wire eventually. Looked like the Nuggets were taking control quickly, and then Lakers made some adjustments and some tough execution down the stretch. But
Too little, too late.
Yeah, feels like they're going to have a better shot next game.
Yeah, I think it might be a must-win for the Lakers. You don't want to fall behind 2-0. But at the same time, the Nuggets aren't really losing at home, so you pretty much just need to win one of them when you're on the road.
Yeah, well, neither team has lost a home game.
Yeah,
in the playoffs. So I think actually from the Nuggets' perspective,
They need to win.
Yeah, I mean,
to take control of the series.
Yeah, you want to go up 2-0, and I mean, I think Mike Malone's going to go back, look at the tape in that second half, and not going to be happy with what happened at all.
No.
Both on the offensive and defensive side of things.
I mean, from the Lakers' point of view, they honestly didn't play a bad game of basketball. The Nuggets shot the lights out of the ball
in the first half.
In the first half, they were hitting everything. Hitting everything.
Yeah.
And Jokic on what was it, 19 and 16 and 19, 16 and 7 in the first half. I mean,
it's Jokic. I mean,
it's Jokic.
Yeah.
And AD had a great game. What did he end up with? Like 40 points?
40, I think.
Yeah, I think he had 40 because he was like it was 39 or something like that.
Yeah. And once they switched to him roaming on defense.
Yeah.
That's what really
opened
everything up.
That's when he's dangerous. That's when he's most dangerous.
Yeah, I mean he's one of, if not the best shot blocking big in the league.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Jokic last night had 2 himself. Oh, that was in the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but AD had a great game too. It was a Jokic AD show.
Yeah.
LeBron still almost had a triple double.
Yeah, but it felt like the typical LeBron game one.
Yeah.
He was kind of feeling it out a little bit. I think he knows what needs to be done. I expect a great game too.
And I mean, honestly, the Lakers are just behind a step the whole way. And the first quarter they were lagging behind the Nuggets, but they were sticking with them. And then the Nuggets kind of pulled away.
Yeah,
but
at the very end of the quarter, they kind of took control.
Yeah, they took control of the game. And honestly, at the end of the half,
it felt like it might have been over.
I thought it was like a 20-point game.
Yeah.
I thought it was over too. But then the Lakers got it back to not completely unreasonable.
The fourth quarter. Once they put AD there, but I think we'll see more of that in game 2. I'd expect Hachimura to start to allow them to do that.
Yeah.
It's just a question of whether it'll be over Schroeder or D'Lo.
He didn't have a good game.
Yeah, but I think part of that is their scheme. They're having to go under every screen.
Yeah.
I feel like that probably won't be the thing again after how they shot the ball last game.
I mean, you got to pressure. I mean, MPJ and Jamal Murray.
Yeah, you just can't go under this.
Maybe you got to knock guard MPJ. He likes the contests.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think
the Lakers are gonna have an answer, but the Nuggets are also.
Yeah, I think when they go back, they'll see all they got to do to kind of counteract that sort of defense is get a fifth shooter out there, which personnel-wise is kind of hard for them. They don't really have another knockdown shooter to play.
Yeah.
Or also, I like the adjustment they made later, which was still spacing out Gordon to the corner and then using him to kind of set an off-ball screen to free up a shooter.
You like LeBron to hit that 3 with 40 seconds left in a 3-point game.
Yeah, I didn't
like the take.
Yeah, he had Jamal Murray on him, who, I mean, obviously the size difference, but also Murray had 5 fouls. So
Yeah, that's true. That whole fourth quarter, it was with like 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter until like 2 minutes left. I think every single possession ended in free throws.
Yeah, a lot of fouling. I think Michael Malone is not going to be happy with the defense the Nuggets played.
I mean, they were just hacking, and the Lakers were too because they couldn't really.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop the perimeter, so.
Yeah, but I mean, even when the Nuggets weren't fouling, they could not handle that LeBron Austin Reeves pick and roll. They would show 2 on ball every time, and he'd just slip out.
Yeah.
So, it'll be interesting to see the adjustments. I expect a big LeBron game.
I think a big LeBron game, because the secondary players played all right.
Yeah, Reeves got.
I mean, when 80 puts up 40, you really want to win those games.
Yeah.
But LeBron had an okay game.
Yeah.
LeBron had a good game.
Yeah. I think you just like a
little bit more
scoring.
Yeah.
But if he's going to facilitate like that, you take what you take.
Yeah. Points are points. Doesn't matter who scores them. But I mean, yeah, you just want him to hit that three or find the right guy. But I don't mind the take.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shot that he hits.
And he's hit it before.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'd just rather him.
Especially on a fast break. No one was in the paint.
Was it on a fast break?
I thought it was.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was early in the shot.
I think it was transition, yeah. What do you think about the shot clock, though, not working? That was kind of funny.
Yeah, no, I forgot about that. That kind of sucks, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, it was only on one side of the court, too.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It's got to be hard. Was that the side that Jokic hit that shot on, or no?
I don't remember.
Because that would make that even more impressive.
Yeah, with the shot.
He saw the shot clock out of the corner of his eye and hit him.
Well, they fixed it.
Did they?
I thought at the half.
No, I assume they just switched sides and.
I thought they fixed it.
Because
I looked up top, I thought it was there. I don't know. I think they fixed it. I don't know. Like we mentioned last episode, Doc Rivers expected him to get fired. That came into fruition. Doc Rivers is gone. Did you see the tweet by James Harden?
Yeah.
A little cryptic message.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's probably gone. I don't think he's the right guy for them. He just doesn't put up the scoring that they need, and
sometimes.
Well, he can kick it into that gear, but
yeah,
he's not that consistent guy that he used to be.
Yeah.
But I think he's still going to be a great piece to a championship team. He is still a championship caliber player.
Absolutely. But what championship team has room for him and that he'd fit on?
I mean, he honestly, his contract's not up.
It is.
Oh, so he needs to take a pay cut.
Well, I think he's just going to opt out. Yeah, he has a player option.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
Yeah.
But we talked a lot about Doc Rivers last episode. Not a lot to say.
Yeah.
Still a solid coach. Has a place in the league.
Yeah.
But
and he said he still wants to coach. So.
Yeah. I mean, he's coached for 20 plus years now. More than that.
As a head coach, it's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, more than that. That's how long he's been a winning coach.
Yeah.
But stuff happens. He's gone. And he'll find a new job. I don't know if he's a championship coach anymore.
I don't know if he ever was, even if he did win one.
That was a super team.
Talent on the team.
But a super team.
I don't know that he gets one this head coaching cycle.
I think he might. I think I'd like him on ESPN or something like that, TNT.
I can see it actually.
A little Rex Ryan action.
Yeah.
Something like, I mean, better than Rex Ryan, but Rex Ryan's a good coach.
Yeah.
Last night at the draft lottery, Adam Silver does a press conference talking about Ja Morant, and it sounds like Ja Morant is going to get suspended heavily for what he did.
Yeah.
And listen, you got to be smarter. You already got suspended 8 games for doing pretty much the exact same thing. The league showed you that it was unacceptable what you were doing, and a guy like Ja Morant, that's a lot of kids' favorite player.
Yeah. You
got to be responsible.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that separates like the Ja Morant and the LeBron Jameses.
Yeah.
LeBron, pretty much a clean record. Everyone can look up to LeBron. Honestly, in a way that's pretty much unparalleled. I mean, you had Michael Jordan. He had the gambling scandal. Goes to the MLB for 2 years.
Yeah.
Kobe, of course, everyone knows the Kobe scandal, and LeBron. I can't really think of. I mean, the biggest thing people hate LeBron for is going to the Heat.
And lying.
And what?
Lying.
Yeah, lying, but
yeah, those
are like
lies.
Yeah, they're innocent lies. They're lies to make him look cool.
Yeah.
Because as if LeBron James wasn't cool enough, he has to lie about reading books.
Yeah. But bad look for Ja.
Bad look for Ja. Bad look for the league, honestly.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the punishment is just going to come from really a standpoint of Adam Silver told him,
they're angry.
Stop. Yeah. He said, don't do that again, and he did it again.
And he did it at like 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, I think Kendrick Perkins said, or it might have been.
I think it was Kendrick Perkins.
I think it was Perk. He goes, "If you have a gun, you better be ready to use a gun. You're not just going out with a gun." I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's stupid of him. We didn't talk about it last episode because we didn't want to discuss without knowing the repercussions that the NBA was going to give him, and we still don't. But
yeah, we have an idea based off that price.
And
I don't think it should be like half of the season. He
I don't
didn't
know,
actually break any laws.
He didn't break any laws or any NBA regulations or rules.
Yeah, it's just more from a matter of you did what you were told not to do. It's pretty easy to just not do it.
Yeah. And you gotta wonder why he's doing that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's time to get back to work for Ja.
Yeah.
Grizzlies haven't done anything yet.
Yeah.
Lost first round to a 7 seed.
And I mean, next season's gonna be tough. And I actually saw a tweet assuming they double up on last year's suspension. So if they go like 16 games, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
It's gonna be hard for him
for the Grizzlies, and also he has health things too.
He'll probably get injured at points, but also for awards with the new CBA.
Yeah, you're right.
He might not be eligible.
Yeah, he might not get a supermax.
Yeah. Well, I think he already isn't.
Might.
No, he's not eligible yet.
Yeah.
But I think he already might not or something, because he didn't get one this year either.
He didn't. And listen, he is one of the brightest young stars in the NBA. He could be the face of the league, because
not the face. A face. I feel like. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think he could be like what KD was to LeBron.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like there's some decent faces
We got
of the
Tatum
league ready, and I mean, Jokic, and Giannis, and Embiid. They're all not old, you know.
No, yeah, they're right in their prime. But Ja is that young guy, and kids love Ja.
I don't think he has the talent.
I don't either.
I don't think he's currently a top 10 guy.
But you got to be smarter than that.
Yeah.
All right, with the draft lottery though, the Spurs looking like they're in prime position to get Victor Wembanyama from France.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking last night. People say he's the most hyped up prospect since LeBron, but I don't think the expectations are as high as they were on LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, he's certainly more than Zion, who was the
more
only
than
one
Zion
who you could debate.
And honestly, that's kind of poor scouting with Zion, a 6'6" power forward.
I mean,
I think he's still very solid. I mean, he was an all-star this year.
He had the this year.
Or last year,
right? This year he was not on the floor.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Maybe that was 2 years ago, actually.
It might have been. I'll look it up.
Yeah, no, it was, because last year I think he was also hurt.
Yeah, I think he was hurt too.
Yeah. But
he's still 22 years old. Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
he was this year. Told you.
He was?
Yeah.
He didn't play in the game, right?
No.
He played in 38 games this year.
Well, the first 38.
I get they were good at the start of the year when he was playing.
Yeah, I thought he was an all-star this year, and 2 years ago he was too. So a 2-time all-star. Listen.
Yeah.
I mean, Zion is having a solid career so far. I mean, rookie first team, 2-time all-star. Just got to get healthy.
Yeah, I mean, when he's been on the floor, I'd say it's about what the Pelicans have expected. You know, maybe they'd like an outside shot to develop a little more, especially in the modern NBA. But
especially at his size,
you can't argue with the numbers. I mean, that year where he was fully healthy, 2021, he had 27 on great efficiency.
Yeah.
So
I think he's
no one can stop him in the paint. But I think Wembanyama's expectations are.
He's a unicorn.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's ever seen. He's Yao Ming's height, Kevin Durant's stature, and I mean, it's pretty much Kevin Durant but 4 inches taller.
Yeah, I mean, the handles too are
the dribbling.
And I don't know. I mean, I wonder on a Spurs team that, I mean,
not too much.
Yeah, they got the first pick for a reason.
Yeah.
I think he might just be the guy off the start, you know?
I mean, you remember that Giannis year where Giannis played point guard?
Essentially, yeah. I can see that. I don't think they'd want to give him that much. He's not that good of a ball handler.
But you also got to be...
he's a little too big, almost.
And you got to look at, I mean, you got to keep those ACLs healthy. and
Yeah.
those Achilles.
But he already has been training to.
He has, and gaining a little bit of weight.
Yeah, and I saw he does some weird exercise to.
Really keep them healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, he's gonna have. The world is his oyster right now. The league is waiting for him. He's playing professional basketball already. I mean, and you look at how well the European game translates into the American game with Jokic and Luka being two of the best players in the league.
Luka said on several occasions that it's actually easier to score in the NBA than it is
I believe it.
in the EuroLeague. So we'll see. He just finished up, I think, the regular season yesterday. So
Wembanyama.
yeah, playoff 1B.
Yeah, I mean, you always see the highlights of him on Instagram and stuff. I mean, he is insane.
I watched when him and Scoot were playing against each other. I actually watched those full games, and I mean,
Is he?
he's what he's said to be. I mean,
yeah,
there's no stopping him.
No stopping him.
1-on-1.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And he's a great shot blocker.
At 7'4", you better be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, and Greg Popovich stays a few seasons.
Yeah.
Good developing. I mean, with the team he has right now, you hope he makes it centered around Wembanyama.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
I'm sure Dame was on the couch hoping that the Blazers won that, but
yeah.
What are you gonna do? The Mavs keep their pick. The Knicks don't get it.
Charlotte has an interesting decision to make.
Yeah, if they want to move or stay.
I mean, I think they'll pick it too. It's just a matter of
who
do you pick Scoot with LaMelo on the team already? Do you trade LaMelo?
I think they take Brennan.
You think they take Brandon Miller?
Yeah, I do.
I think they will too, to be honest.
He works well with Ja.
Yeah.
Straight shooters.
But I don't know.
I mean that is. You don't want another guy supplying.
Yeah, but.
But I do think that his defense and on the wing.
He's a good fit, but when you're in the spot that they're in,
they're looking to win a championship.
The Hornets.
Oh, the Hornets. Sorry. I was thinking the Grizzlies in my head. That is my bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you?
Yeah, no. I mean, and Michael Jordan might be selling.
Yeah. But that does put their decision does
matter,
and it impacts the Blazers a lot because if they take Brandon Miller, you've Scoot on the board, and now you're like, you're thinking, okay, this is the guy, but like,
what do you do with Dame? Yeah,
that's why I think
How old is Scoot?
Probably like 20. He played in the G League this year.
Excuse me, 19.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do with Dame?
I mean, they said they're looking to move the number 3 pick to improve on that roster.
Oh yeah. I don't think they're gonna get anything.
Yeah, when you look around the team or the league, there's just not that many teams that are selling right now. I mean, the number 3 pick could
there's a lot of parity.
Yeah, I mean,
you saw that RJ tweet when he goes, "Why couldn't I have played with this much parity in the league?"
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
RJ got a ring, so can't really talk.
True.
Yeah, Raptors. But who do they even have at the Blazers?
Siakam, but like
that's not the guy they need.
Yeah, you go. I mean,
they're gonna make the playoffs with that.
It's Dame, Siakam, Simons, Nurk, Shaden Sharp should take another jump in his second year.
Yeah,
but like, I don't think you'd want to give up the number 3 overall pick and likely something else too.
Especially when they can get Brandon Miller or Scoot. I think
we know
they gotta get rid of Dame.
We know they like Mikal Bridges, but I don't see the Nets wanting to trade him, especially when the Nets are
trying to get Dame.
Yeah. So they're
Where are the Nets picking?
The Nets have 21 and 22, I believe.
I mean, you're not gonna get Dame with that, but.
Yeah, but they do have...
Honestly, how do you get Dame if you're the Nets without getting rid of Mikal?
Well, I think if the Blazers kind of,
realize he's gone to go Scoot.
Yeah, I think you look around the league, you see, okay, it's done. We don't have the assets to help Dame. Or they do have the assets, but there's no guy who can really help him. Dame's already up there in age. Like,
the window's closed.
Yeah,
you gotta start the new generation with Scoot.
I think a package of the Nets 2 picks this year, and we know they have a lot of picks from their plethora of trades that they've made in the last couple years. I don't think the Suns picks would be on the table, but
Yeah.
I think their own picks that they still have and the Philly pick would probably be the ones that they send, in addition to probably someone like Dinwiddie, who's on a contract year, so you could flip him again just to match salaries, and then Joe Harris, similar sort of situation. Maybe a Cam Thomas too, just to sweeten it with a young player, high upside. But I just don't see a world in which they keep Dame.
I don't either. I don't think they should.
It'd be dumb.
I think it would be, but you don't know. We'll see what happens. Going right. I think that's good for basketball today.
Yeah.
It's a lot of news.
Yeah.
We got game 1 tonight.
Yeah.
Big Celtics versus.
Wouldn't be surprised to see the Heat take it.
I wouldn't either if Jimmy has a good game. But Celtics Heat, there's 3 times in the last 4 seasons they are meeting up in the playoffs, and it is always a classic. I am excited for this one. Pretty much the Jimmy versus Tatum show. Well, the Jimmy and Bam versus
Tatum Brown.
Tatum Brown.
The thing that worries me about Boston is Missoula has looked a little bit sketchy going up against the best coach in the league. We've seen
Spo has been that guy this playoffs.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a little upset victory.
Man, he and his press conferences are brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, after every press conference, like, I made a mistake. But it's like, how many times can you make a mistake?
Missoula, you're talking
Missoula,
about.
yeah.
I mean,
how many times?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he wasn't supposed to be in this spot,
No.
This was Doug's team, and then he kind of had to, right.
He's doing a solid job. I mean, listen, they're in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, no,
you don't get there without.
But
coach,
at the same time, this is a team that we saw in the finals last year.
Mismanaging timeouts.
Yeah, and I'm not really a fan of. Obviously, Horford's going to take a step back because he's older. But their defense is not what it was last year.
Not at all.
And it worries me greatly for their going up against a Miami team that if they can hit their threes.
Smart finally took off that mask though.
Brown,
right,
yeah.
Right.
And then immediately got hit in the nose.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, it's not funny, but it's ironic, but it's unfortunate. Yeah, so we have game 1 of that tonight, and then tomorrow night we have game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. That should be good. Like we said, kind of expecting a Lakers resurgence, but I think that might be the best game of the series. That's going to be the game when both teams really put their all out there.
Yep.
So that's good. Quickly gonna recap some NHL games. We got tomorrow. We got the Panthers versus the Hurricanes, and game 1. And Friday we all have the Stars versus the Golden Knights. Game 1. Monday we had the Stars defeat the Kraken. That was in 7, and we also had on Sunday the Golden Knights beat the Oilers in 6.
Yeah.
So
would have liked to see the Kraken as the expansion team making it.
Yeah, I mean they played well.
Yeah.
I mean that game 6 on Saturday was.
Yeah. But
whatever. I mean it's a good season.
Yeah.
But some good games. See what happens. Now we're gonna go right into the MLB. Big skin. We have a few things with the Yankees. Aaron Judge on Monday night peeks back at the catcher and hits a home run on that same pitch.
Dugout.
I thought he was looking at the catcher.
Well, I mean, what's the catcher is.
You see where he's setting up. See if he's inside or outside.
But you don't set up anymore with the pitch com.
Yeah, you set up as he's pitching.
Well, I mean, if he looked as he was pitching, he wouldn't have been able to catch up to the ball.
I think the catcher was setting up early.
Well, the Blue Jays were upset that he looked over. They said he looked over at the base coach. Just to give context, the Blue Jays believed that the Yankees were stealing signs from them.
Stealing signs. Their pitcher, I forget who was pitching, he came out and said he was tipping his pitches.
Yeah.
But you don't just say that.
Well, no, he at first said that he thought that the Yankees stole them. And then it was later reported that he was tipping.
He was tipping.
But at the same time, he threw 6 sliders in a row. So I don't think that.
Yeah, and I saw this analysis that was saying, a guy like Judge, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get a slider outside and a fastball in. So if you see where the catcher's setting up, if they're outside, sit slider. If they're inside, sit fastball.
Yeah, and there's nothing against the rules that says that you can't do that.
And
nothing against the rules of if you realize a pitcher is tipping, as long as you're not using
part of the
technology, relaying it.
Part of the game.
I mean, I don't really understand where the Blue Jays...
Their anger's coming from.
Yeah.
Listen, they have played 2 pretty terrible baseball games. Or 3, right? 2, because we got tonight, we got Garrett on the mound for the Yankees, but 2 pretty terrible games. So Aaron Judge hits us 2 home runs in that game, hit 1 last night.
More controversy.
A little more controversy, though. Beyond stealing signs, Domingo Germán ejected from the game for sticky substances. And that's an automatic 10-game suspension.
Not a great look.
Not a great look,
after
especially
your team was
the day
accused
after
of cheating.
Now, we look at what happened with Max Scherzer, and is this something similar? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
If you look at his spin rate, which would be...
It was consistent.
Yeah, and that's a pretty good indicator of if you're using sticky substances or not, because that helps you put more spin on the ball.
Yeah.
So you would think...
And that's the whole point of using it.
Yeah, you would think that he said that what he had was a lot of rosin.
Because
he was confused about what they were telling him to do with the rosin. That being said, the quote from the ump after the game was, "It was the stickiest hand I've ever felt." So...
Yeah, but it's one word against another.
Would he make it that obvious and he'd put that much on that it would be that sticky?
And how do you not have benefits from that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was a case of a misunderstanding. Definitely didn't look great that he then accidentally put a substance that looked like spider tack on his pants, but that was actually just his dip that he put on his pants.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate.
All just an unfortunate situation. He might have been.
I think the umpires mismanaged it though, because the Blue Jays guy got ejected, the manager.
No, he did.
Yeah, I think he got ejected before, and then Germán went out to pitch.
Well, he might have got ejected for he just kept yelling at the Yankees bench because calling them.
I could be wrong. I might have read that wrong.
Fat boy, but I think it was now frat boy.
I don't know. Bad look for the Yankees, but 2 great wins, 2 much-needed wins against the division rival Blue Jays, who have looked red hot this season. Yankees still 4th in the division. Tied for 4th with the Orioles.
3rd with the Blue Jays, actually.
Okay.
Today.
Yeah, that's what I meant. 3rd.
Yeah.
And that's a great division. It's going to be fun to see how August and September turn out.
Yeah, I mean, I assume we'll see 4 playoff teams from that division.
Yeah, me too. And with the I mean, yeah, it'll be exciting to see. An exciting stat looked into: pace of play of the MLB is vastly improving. So far, we are on pace for 1,000 more stolen bases this season, 1,500 more runs, the most first to thirds on singles, and the left-handed hitters on hard hit pulled balls. Our batting average is up 70 points. All of those great signs for the state of baseball. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
The new rules, that's a win for Rob Manfred.
Yeah. And a big one at that, too. I think it's...
Because the problem with pace of play wasn't just the games were like over 3 hours long, people were getting bored. It was what was happening in the games.
Yeah. I think it's been universally praised. I think you've cut down on a lot of waste time. I personally was not a fan of the changes when I heard them.
I was pretty nervous.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of kind of keeping the game a little more traditional. I like the slower pace of play.
I do too. I like pitching games too.
Yeah, and there's no like watching a good, hard fought, well thought out baseball game.
3-2.
You're not taking that away. You're just taking away
the really bad games.
You're taking away just wasting time stepping out of the box.
I mean, you still see gems.
Yeah. So I think a great change from him. He's received a lot of heat over the years, but he
probably deservedly so.
I think that the criticism he received for how he handled the Astros situation was deserved. You can't call
and that's
World
obviously
Series
that's a little bit biased, but
Yeah, but I think everyone can agree that you can't
Yeah.
call the World Series trophy a piece of metal. It's obviously more meaningful than that.
Of course.
But I think that might have just been a poor choice of words, and what he has done for the game of baseball itself with its rule changes.
Oh, it's great.
I have to applaud him for that.
Yeah.
So
Awesome. Creative.
yeah.
Who would have thought? All right, so that's pretty much it in the sports world for today. We're gonna go on to a quiz, but instead I'm gonna be taking a quiz. We're gonna hand the computer over to Matt, and we're gonna be doing the last 10 NFL passing yards leaders. All right. So let's see. This year we have Mahomes in there. 2021 was Brady. 2020 Jameis.
No.
Was
Well, how do you want me to do this? Do you want to match the player with the specific
I would just name the
year?
player. I think we just name the player.
Not just players who might have. Because
No, I think I tried to name the year.
okay.
2019 was Jameis.
Yeah, I was like, that wasn't him.
2020 was Mahomes.
No,
Was it Rodgers?
it was not Rodgers. Rodgers is actually shockingly not on this list, but I guess. He
Well,
doesn't really
let's
do
get 2013 Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
2014 Matt Ryan.
No,
Oh, 2015 is Matt Ryan.
no, he's not on here either. I would have thought.
I thought he
was
got
here
it in his
first.
MVP
Yeah, his
season.
MVP year.
Cam Newton was in 2014.
No, he never passed
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, I know. I didn't think so. Drew Brees is 2018.
Drew Brees is not 2018 actually.
2017.
No.
Gosh, this is tough. 2016.
Yes.
2015 was Rodgers. Oh, he's not on it. You said 2015 is Brady.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Brady is only on here one other time outside of the year that you said.
2019. Oh, wait, that's
you
Jameis
gave
Winston.
for that,
He's
yeah.
not 2020. I should get 2020. Come on. That was 2018's Big Ben.
Yes.
2017 is that's Tom Brady.
Yes.
Yeah. 2016. So what I have 2013, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2021, 2022.
Yes. You only have 16.
14, 15, 16.
Yeah, although it looks like we have a tie for 2014, so I'll accept either answer.
A-Rod.
He is not on the list.
Right, I didn't know if he was tied.
No.
I think what is that, the fourth time I've said that and he hasn't been on the list?
You've gotten a lot of the right names, just the wrong years.
It's all a blur. 2014, that was the Seahawks losing to the Patriots. It's not Russell Wilson, though.
It's not Russell Wilson. I'll say 2020. I would leave that for the end because that one is shocking. I did not realize that guy led the league in passing yards.
That's a bad guess. I'm not even going to say that. I was going to say Kirk, but no.
No.
Gosh. All right, so that was who won MVP that year? Aaron Rodgers,
What, 2020?
2014.
Oh, no, not Aaron Rodgers.
But he won. I think he won the MVP that year.
I'll say this: 2016 through 2014 is actually the same person.
All 3 years.
Yeah.
Is it like obvious?
You've actually said his name.
It's Big Ben.
Several times. Big Ben is.
Is
tied
it Drew
in
Brees?
2014.
Oh, it's
Yes,
Drew Brees.
So that leaves you just 2020.
Whatever. Who was tied in 2014 with Drew Brees?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, really?
So you got it right on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you said he wasn't on the list, but yeah, I knew. Yeah, that's bad.
Ben was.
All right, so we have 2013, 14, 15, 16. We don't have 17 though.
You know you got that.
Oh, that's Brady.
Yeah.
2018, no, I don't have.
No, you got that too. That was Ben.
Oh gosh.
You only have 2020 left.
2020. I mean, that's the Mahomes year.
Wasn't Mahomes though.
But Mahomes is 2, right?
I'd assume. I don't know. It doesn't show. I would think out of the box here. I'll give you conference. He's AFC.
Derek Carr.
Not Derek Carr. That was before when he went crazy.
Yeah, it was 20.
And then I think the year after was the year where he was actually close to it.
Might have not. It wasn't. Okay, so 2020, that was the year that the Patriots beat the Rams in the Super Bowl. That season.
2020?
Oh, that's the year that the.
That,
No, that's the year that the Chiefs beat the 49ers in the AFC.
Well, I think the way they have this, I think it's the 2020-2021 season.
Oh, shoot.
So.
Oh, okay. So that's why I was off by a year on all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why I thought Jameis Winston was 2020.
Yeah. Like, there's no 2023 on here.
Yeah, okay. So 2020, 2021. That's the year that the Bengals. No. That's the year
That was,
the Chiefs won.
yeah, it was
They beat the
Chiefs,
40.
No, Chiefs Buccaneers.
Right, and the Bucks won.
At the Buccaneers Stadium.
It's not Joe Burrow.
It's not Joe Burrow. I think that was.
It's not Josh Allen. He was not good that year.
He was good. But
That was the year he was first. It was his breakout year.
Yeah,
It's not Lamar.
wasn't Lamar. He didn't pass enough.
Yeah, he didn't pass enough. That's why I was making sure.
I'll say this: this player has changed teams since then, but still is in the AFC.
Gosh.
He was also only 24 years old when he did this, which actually puts him as the youngest QB to accomplish this in the last decade.
What was the number?
Of yards?
Yeah.
4,823, which is lower than a lot of seasons.
Most of them. Well, it was 2020. He probably might have missed a game. Or maybe he played every game. Gosh. What division?
I mean, that essentially gives it away.
Yeah, it's 4 quarterbacks. But I'm just trying to think. I don't. It wasn't a Jaguars guy. Oh, it's not Ryan Tannehill.
No.
Okay, he got like 3,000 yards that year, but I think they made the playoffs the year before. Gosh. I'm thinking Colts, but
That was Philip Rivers.
yeah, it was Phillip
Or was
Rivers.
that? But most certainly it's not either of those two.
It's not any Charger because it's not Herbert. So he was only 24 then, so he's a 26-year-old now. He's an AFC QB. And he's not.
Biggest QBs that switch teams.
I know, I can't. I'm struggling here. Might have to throw in the towel on this one.
Really?
Gosh, I'm gonna be so mad. I mean, it's not Big Ben. He's not in the league anymore, and never switched his team. Baker Mayfield.
He was not 24 then. That.
But he's on an
would be
NFC
a
team.
Guess,
now,
but it's not him, because that was the year that
he went off.
Yeah. Definitely in line for a comeback season, in my opinion, this year too.
Yeah, I think so.
This person, unfortunately, might be as well.
Unfortunately.
Not rooting for it.
That means he's probably on the Patriots, the Dolphins.
No, I'm not rooting against it because of the team that he's on.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna need a hint. First letter of their last name.
The team he was on that year sucked. He's on a bad team.
I don't remember the 2020 season. All right, what's the first letter of the last name?
W.
What? Just say it. Oh gosh.
Deshaun Watson.
Oh my gosh. He's completely out of my mind.
Yeah, which is why I'm not rooting for him.
Yeah, I'm not. No. Gosh.
Young quarterback, switched teams. Was on a shit team, bad team that year.
Thanks. Yeah. Good for him, man.
No.
All right, makes sense. That's funny. I probably could have gotten like 5 more years past that, but I couldn't have gotten Deshaun Watson on. All right. So. Yeah. Yikes. So a rough end to a pretty solid episode. Thank you guys for tuning in, and tune in next time. Thank you for watching.